Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to be replacing the battery on this Chevy HHR. Let's get to it. Now, if this is your first time replacing the battery on one of these style of vehicles, whether it's an HHR, Cobalt, G5, anything in those that area of GM, you might think it's going to be in the hood, underneath the hood in the engine bay. That's where most batteries are on most vehicles. But actually, on this vehicle in particular, the battery is in the trunk, which poses one kind of big issue. Is if your battery's dead, you can't really open the trunk. But I'm going to show you real quick on how you can go ahead and get into the trunk in case your battery's dead. And then once I show you that trick, which is also jump starting the vehicle, I can then get you into the trunk and then we'll show you how to replace that battery. So let's go ahead and pop this hood. I'll show you what I'm talking about and then we'll move to the back of the vehicle. All right, now with the hood open, the hood could be opened with the battery dead. The two things that you're going to be focusing on here in the engine bay, both of them are going to be on the right side of the engine here. So right here, there's this stud. There's a stud that's connected and it's going to a main power supply. So you can hook your jumper cable or your battery charger box up to this stud right here. And then over on the far side here, on the strut tower, you'll see a little sticker over here that says ground. You can then clip the other side to this ground stud. With the ground and the positive both connected, it should give you power enough to go ahead and then go open the hatch. As I mentioned previously, this is also how you would jump start this vehicle. So if your battery is dead, you can get your car jump started this way by this stud and then that ground strap, so that way you don't have to get into the trunk and actually get to the battery. But in our case, we're going to go ahead and show you how to get into the trunk, get to that battery. So let's go ahead and go to the back. All right, so we're now in the trunk area. And the first thing we're going to want to do is just go ahead and start removing some of these panels. So just lifting up and removing this top panel here. The next panel is going to be held in with this screw. So you can just go ahead and screw this to the left and that should loosen up. It's just on a stud. So it's going to look like this little screw cap. Then just go ahead and lift this straight up and out. It's another tray. Next thing you're going to want to do is remove this piece. I would advise moving this piece because to make it a lot easier. So just go ahead and pull straight up on it. It's just held in with these clips here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Mine came relatively easy. Someone must have been in here before. So once we get to this stage, your battery is going to be located right here. So let me go ahead and get the camera inside here and we'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so now that we're in the back here, we can go ahead and look at this. So this is obviously not the right battery for this. Whoever was in here either just needed a temporary battery or something. I knew this when I bought the vehicle, but I'm going to change out with the right one. You should have this type of retainer clip over here. It looks like it goes probably on the left side to hold down the battery, but this retainer should be in there as well. It looks like it's just a 13 millimeter. So make sure you undo this retainer here. After you undo that retainer, you want to start by taking off the ground. So the ground is held in by this 10 millimeter. So just loosen the 10 millimeter, but as you can tell, mine's not tight at all. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and try to loosen mine up here. This looks like almost like a marine battery. There we go, there's our ground out of the way. And then being careful over here on this side is the positive, because it's pretty close. Okay, that worked out pretty easily. So again, on this side, it's also a 10 millimeter. So just go ahead and loosen that up and it will go ahead and loosen the tension there. So let's go ahead and lift this battery up on out of here. This battery is way too big for this. With that battery out, it looks like there's actually 2 spots that these little clips go into. As you can see, I have 2 of them. There's one right here on this side of the tire, and there's also one over here on this side of the tire. Just thread those right down when you put that new battery in. Let's go ahead and grab our new battery. All right, so this is our new battery that we have here. It's a Duralast Gold. I think I got this one from Advanced Auto or AutoZone. I've had it around for a little bit, but I'll make sure to put a link down in the description below. to Amazon to a battery that is available for you guys if you guys want to order it. Otherwise than that, local stores will have it too. But I'll make sure to at least have that available to you so you can reference it. So let's go ahead and slide this battery on down in here. Oh, this battery fits so much nicer than the other one. All right, it snugs right back in there. So next thing I'm going to do is put in these clips that should be holding the battery down. Now with that same 13 millimeter that you used to take them out, just go and tighten them down. Nice and secure. Now let's go ahead and take our ground, and we'll go ahead and just slide that down in here. Just double check one last time that you are going on to the negative, which I am. And we'll go and take our 10 millimeter and tighten that down. We'll take our positive, slide it on over. And then, now one thing to be careful of is make sure your extension doesn't touch any of the metal around it. Otherwise you could cause a issue. There we go, nice and tight. Make sure to throw that rubber boot back over. And then let's go ahead and reinstall everything. But first, we're gonna go up front and just make sure that we have power and we can start the car. Make sure all the connections are good. All right, let's just go ahead and put our key in and start her up. There we go, nice and strong. We can go ahead and turn it back off. All right, now let's go ahead and reinstall everything, starting with this back panel here. So, kind of slides in, and then everything's lined up, back in. Now, one thing I like to do is I take this rubber molding and make sure it goes on the top side of it. That way, any water run out or anything like that will always go outside the vehicle and not underneath, rusting something out or collecting water. There we go. It's looking good. Put this piece back in. And then screw it on down. And then reinstall this piece. And there we go. We just successfully replaced the battery on this HHR. If this video helped you at all, make sure to click that like button, subscribe to my channel, also check out my other videos. Click that Amazon link down below if you need a battery for yourself or any of the tools we used in this video. But until next time, thanks for watching, guys.